So the game will be happening. We do have the monument here in the middle. There we go. And then we have 6-player free-for-all of the Red Cup. They seem to be starting with some walls. Start without a town center. Let's look at the wood situation here. Wood situation for Panda is awful. He does have some wood line over here, but seems like he's going to make his town center on the berries here, so we will need to make another lumber camp on the wood line. Let's quickly check Blue Blaze. He's making the town center on the stone. That's interesting. TC on the stone. Also has 2 berry patches next to each other. A lot of wood for him here. On the sides. Green. No, not the best TC placement, but of course he cannot place the town center against the wood line over here because of the hills. So it's not too bad. Maybe he could have placed it against the berries and the stone, and then build like a lumber camp later on. But yeah, he also has access to a lot of wood in his base, so no problem for him. Dark Age, same for him. Also good amount of wood in his base. Manu, he does a fish. Seems to be the only one with a lot of shore fish here. That's actually a lot of shore fish there. Look at this. So might go for a dock. TC placement on the woods, on a few trees, and only a small wood pile over here for him. So wood not looking too good for him. And then there's a lot of open space here. And then we have Smarty, who also has some shorefish in their base. He has not a lot of wood, but should last for long enough. So yeah, it seems like wood is going to be really important. I'm seeing like an extra wood here in the middle. Yeah, the free-for-all announcement was in the same topic as the announcement for like the 1v1 Red Cup, and after that Hank made another topic for the free-for-all, but yeah, it's possible that a lot of people missed it. There we see the llama spawn when the DC is finished, because the Incas do start with their free llama at first, and of course it's hard-coded to the town center. Yeah, I think Hank also added the sign up to the calendar. So if you looked at the calendar on the AoE zone, you could see a link to the post where you could sign up. But yeah, let's focus on the game now. We see that Kiwi, 6 villager, like Spanish player, having the most villagers of course, because he probably got his town center up faster with the faster building speeds. Is somebody far behind? 7, 6, 6, 6, 5 for Orange, 5 for Smarty, and Smarty's actually going for a dock here. She still has 1 deep fish here, so this is the only deep fish on the entire map. Yeah, it looked like it is. So there's 1 deep fish on this map, and it's in Smarty's base, of course. Clearly map hacks in favor of the host here, Kappa. Yeah, looks like arena with the palisade walls. I don't know if it's 1 layer wall or 2 layer, because in the Red Cup a lot of times we saw players spawn with walls, and when you killed the wall there was a 2nd layer of wall beneath it, and I think it was in the semi-final where we even saw 3 layers of walls stacked on top of each other. Cool, villager count. Yeah, green doing really well here, 10 villagers. So it's looking good for him. Let's see at this boar. This boar might be a bit far away. If you look, quickly going to toggle to the scouting of all players. So of course it is explored. Oh yeah, actually then I don't need to look at the scouting. There's still some turkeys over here for Smarty. Let's go to green. What does he have? He has most of his turkeys. Is there anything else outside of his base that he's missing? No, just collecting these last 2. Blue is taking in the boar now. Kiwi taking the boar. Villager should stay alive here if he garrisons. Kiwi Kiwi, Garrison, Kiwi, Kiwi. And there we see the first death of the game. First death of this game. And it's Kiwi Mullet Boy losing a villager to the boar. And of course it was a female villager. Let's see where the second boar... Oh, still need to collect these 2 turkeys over there. Actually has some extra gold in the back of his base. Green. Let's see, did he collect? No, he still has 4 turkeys over here and the boar. So maybe if he goes to lure the boar, he can take the turkeys first and then start luring in the boar. Let's look over here. Still some turkeys he needs to find. He's on the berries already. Seems like he has 1 boar in. Still some turkeys outside as well. So some more over here. Purple. Did hear the first fishing ship coming out. Yeah, look at that. Actually 3 fishing ships already. 3 fishing ships for Smarty here. She is however on 10 villagers, so because she is gathering the wood for the fishing ships. So don't know if she can keep her villager production up. Now she should have enough food coming in, because this will be enough to sustain villager production, with the additional villagers gathering food from the turkeys and the deer. Did she take her boars? You see 1 boar over here. Don't really see the carcass of the boar. I think she should have taken 1, because I'm not seeing a second boar. But she still has 1 boar over here, which she might... Oh no, actually here's the second boar. So Smarty is, I think, the only player that hasn't taken the boars yet. Look at the kill-death ratio. Other players are doing fine with their luring. Nobody else losing a villager at this point. I don't know if I like this mill. Just imagine if he made a mill here between the 2 berry patches. Then he could have taken both of those. And now if he wants to take these berries, he might need to make a second mill here, because that's pretty far away. Okay, boar being lured in. No loom here. No loom, and I think if he doesn't use the turkey to block, he's going to lose the villager here. Sending a male villager forward, and oh my god, look at that, using the house trick. Green there, use the house trick to save his female villager. That's insane. Let's see... Oh, that was close. That was close. Second male villager also on really low HP there. Look at that, 1 villager 4 HP and the other one 5 HP. House trick for 1300, yeah. I think I've tried the house trick myself. It works a few times. The only problem is that it still tends to fail a lot. I think like when I tried, I still fail like, let's go like 40% still fails, while when the pros do it, they almost never fail. Yes, it is played on Explored, that's correct. So the map is played on Explored. And we do see Smarty here, only 16 villagers. Even with the 3 fishing ships, 4 fishing ships, she still has the lowest population in the game. I don't know if he should keep making those, because there's not a lot of vision here. I think like 3 or 4 fishing ships should be the most that you make, because now she's adding in even more, and yeah, I don't know. I think she's going to have too much fish ships. That's true, nobody took the wonder yet, but that's also because it's a nomad start, and because it's a nomad start, they didn't have a scout or anything to go for the monument. It's interesting that nobody tried to like DC drop the monument. That would have been nice. See somebody go for town center over here. Of course you have the lack of food. That would be a problem. But maybe like somebody like Manu could have done that. And then he could make like a fishing ship, make a dock and go for fishing ships. He is now going for fish, and he is Japanese, so Japanese fishing ships, they do work faster. So even though he's on shore fish, it should still be a good amount of food coming in. And I think since he is Japanese and with all these shorefish here, he could maybe like make like 4 or 5 fish ships. So green still doing the best here. Still taking the turkeys. He milled the deer over here, and he has another mill on the berries. Seems to be already making a mining camp to get stone. That's pretty early to go out for stone. Well, saying that, he is on 28 villagers, but a nomad start is a bit slower. So on a standard start, you want to go like 28 with 2 or 3 on stone. If you want to go for a fast castle drop or something. But on the nomad start, I think you need to go up with a bit more villagers. Panda and green being the first 2 to click up, and look at that, exactly the same time from these players, but Panda having 1 less villager. Now orange clicking up to the village with 27 population, that's 2 less villagers than green. Smarty clicking up with 22 pop, so yeah, that's 7 villagers behind of green. That's already a big difference here in this game. Kiwi getting loom, and Kiwi and Manu are the only ones that still need to click up, and both of them are on 27 population. Manu clicking up now, 27 population. And do all of these players have loom? I think most of them got loom before clicking up. Now green doesn't have loom. That explains why he has the highest villager count here, because he went up without getting loom. Let's see if Smarty got loom. Even Smarty got loom. And look at this pro strats here, luring the boar to the mill instead of luring it to the town center. So this way she can still take the second boar if she wants to. So yeah, I think it's a bit unfortunate that neither of the players have gone for the middle yet, because this is going to be a really long game then. Since they still need to start the countdown, and then I'm not expecting the first player to go for the middle to win here. Orange actually going for a second layer of walls, and I didn't actually mention the wood line goes like in a circle around his base, and he's making buildings between these wood lines to secure like a second layer of walls to his base. There's still a small opening over here. That's actually really nice in case somebody wants to try and raid him. Let's see what green's doing. Blacksmith markets, check his resources. Yeah, looking good. He is liking the gold. He hasn't been taking any gold, so he will probably just sell some stone or wood to get the gold to click up to the castle edge. Let's see. He's selling resources. No, actually he's not selling resources. He does have 1k food. Okay, there we go. Now selling 200 stone and clicking up to the castle age. There we go. Really well castle age from him. And he will reach the castle age before the 20th minute. We see Panda here, not too far behind, only 10 seconds. Panda also going with a pretty good castle age time for him. I did find a wood line here on the side. And what are the other players? Kiwi? Kiwi, where? Oh, okay, here's the blacksmith market. I didn't see the blacksmith market, but he's making them outside of his base. And yeah, he does have enough resources to click up as well. Smarty actually getting wheelbarrow. That's an interesting choice. Let's look at her resources. She has a lot on gold. And she got wheelbarrow. Blacksmith market. She did lure in the second boar. Not seeing a blacksmith market. She does have a lot of resources. So she has 1k wood here. But unfortunately not making the blacksmith market. So she isn't going to be able to click up. Should queue up maybe a few more villagers. DC idle. All the villagers idle. And let's see, is that everybody on the way to castle? No, orange needs to click up as well, and there we go, orange clicking up. Smarty. Some idols. 9 idle villas at the moment. Okay, she is finally making backs at markets. And she is still queuing up the villagers. Let's see if green goes for a castle. Or if he goes for a boom here in the castle. She could go for a castle and try to do some pressure to the other players here. He actually went for a really forward wall. Look at that. He did... Like, of course, the map is unexplored, so he can see that there's a wood line over here. And he went for a wall here to secure a bit more space and also secure these 3 gold piles. Yeah, green walling here as well. Green, orange. And this is also a safe area for green. Didn't really check at the relics. There's 1 relic over here. 1 relic in the wood line. You see 1 in the top near Smarty. And actually look at all these relics near Smarty. There's another 1. And then there is 5 relics even in the left hand corner here. Between Smarty and Manu. So since it's a free-for-all, I think collecting the relics early on could actually be a good idea. Also because there isn't too much gold on this map. Manu making a scout, and let's hope that he goes to the middle to start the countdown here. Okay, second town center coming up here. Really forward. Town center could be pressured if blue wants to. But the TC is going to be on the gold and the wood line there. And another town center here on the bottom sides. Let's check Kiwi. Let's see where he's going to make his town center. Probably going to make one over there.
Hola.
Oh, he's going to make one over here actually. Against the gold and the wood line. And then 1 extra town center on the stone. He is housed, however. Yellow. Let's see. Yellow's point of view. And where is he going with the villagers? Going for a town center on the wood line in the middle here. Of course, like I said, Yellow was one of the players that didn't really have a lot of wood inside of his base. And he needs to secure a wood line somewhere that he is trying to do over here. Let's see, maybe Smarty's... Oh, Smarty's trying to build a lumber camp at the exact location where Yellow is trying to build his TC. So Smarty's going for tower. And Panda is going for town center. I think Smarty should fill... No, Panda, what are you doing? Just make the TC. I think he should be able to get the town center up. And if he gets the town center up, he can just garrison and kill the towers. Well, maybe he doesn't want to risk it. And we have Kiwi actually starting the countdown lucky for us. So where's he going to go now for wood? Yeah, Smarty going to build a town center in this location instead. So where is he going to take a wood line now? No, nowhere over here. He has this one here, but of course if he keeps taking that too much, it will be over exaggerated. Could maybe go out to this hand side, but that's really far away from his base and he will leave him exposed to potential pressure. Do see 2 town centers here coming up on some resources which are between the players here. So orange going for 3 town centers and adding in some knights probably to harass Manu here a bit, since Manu is taking some resources that could also be for orange. I'm falling behind. Yeah, that's something that happened a few times to me, like falling behind in recordings even though I am at 75 speed. So let's just go to the top speed then. Catch up. You see Manu is on 3 town centers as well. You see Smarty was on 3 town centers as well. Orange 3 TCs. Kiwi did he add in the third one? He had 3 TCs for all the players I think, except for Yellow, who is kind of struggling. Oh, look at the poor lumber camp he's having to make here. I don't know why, it shouldn't have anything to do with spectator delay, but it feels like when I'm spectating it tends to slow down even though I'm at the correct speed. And they seem to be having a lot of lag. Smarty actually going for 4 town centers here. And let's see the villager counts. Green? What the hell, green man. 78 villagers for green. He's on 4 town centers. Yes, 4 town centers for green. 78 villagers. Oh, it's PC related. Oh, okay. Maybe I should try to look into that a bit more.
Yes,
then.
no.
Oh! Did you see that? We just saw the town center from green being deleted here. I think that was a misclick. And green deleted one of his town centers. So now he's only on 3 TCs instead of 4. Takes out a lot of RAM. Well, I just bought some new RAM and my PC that I'm currently using has like 16, wait, 2 of 8 and 1 of 4, so I should have 20 gigs of RAM in this PC, so that should be more than plenty to spectate and stream. Manu making some other additional town centers here. Of course, he cannot make it any closer to the wood line because of this terrain. For a 6 workshop, we do see actually a monk from Kiwi. Kiwi is going all the way to the other side to try and collect the relics. So we Pearl Age did make even more forward walls. Yeah, map generation really in favor of green here. With these walls, he's securing so much more space, and he is going for conquistadors. Let's see, Castle from Smarty coming up, probably to protect our economy a bit more yellow. Don't know what he's going to do. He made a castle over here, but he really needs to try and get some more wood. Or 2 castles actually for yellow. So we can see castle coming up from Manu. We do see a lot of army actually from orange, so let's keep a look at these players because these two seem to be the only ones that are fighting each other. Probably because Manu was taking resources so close to orange's base. Orange has rams. I think he will take out this castle in the town center. And, oh my god, Manu losing so many villagers. Look at the KD here, 19 kills and 41 deaths for Manu. Poor Manu here, losing so many villagers to orange here. Strange to see that buildings from orange were like further forward away from his base. Castle will go down to the rams, then the rams can take down this town center and this siege workshop here. Oh, not going to stay on this point of view for too long. Okay, so we see Manu adding in some monks with his Smarty on the way to Pearl Age. Smarty on the way to Pearl Age with 86 villagers. We see who actually collected the relics. Actually, Manu was able to collect 4 relics, but he is getting pressured by the knights from orange here. Orange not too kind and wants to take out one player so he can take these extra resources in between the two of them. See what Green's doing. Green's adding a lot more stables. He will probably go for Paladin and Conquistador. I think you also need to tech into your trash units as fast as possible. See Portuguese, probably some rams from Kiwi. Yes, we see rams coming in from Kiwi and going for Cavalier upgrades. So yeah, Manu, not looking too good for him. Manu, 59 population. Even lower than yellow at this point. Yellow, who unfortunately, yeah, not the best map generation for him, and he's still 1 TC. So he stayed 1 town center. That's not the best thing to do in a free-for-all game, since you want to boom up and get your economy rolling. So many rams here. There's actually a lot of resources that... You're dead, says Marty. And Banner with a sad face. But the player who's most dead, I'm afraid, is Manu here. He's going to lose another castle, he's going to lose his town center, will probably lose his siege workshop, these archer ranges, sorry, as well. And then the question will be, will Orange Dark Age go for the kill on Manu, or is he just going to make peace? Let's go to the middle instead. Because at this point, it will probably be a fight between green and blue for the middle here, since these two players are fighting it out between each other, and yellow and red are like fighting against each other a bit. Well, not a big fight, but just making castle in each other's wood lines and stuff. Relic count, seems like everybody got a relic except for orange here. Blue and green don't fight. No, they're not fighting at the... Oh, actually, saying that, blue is trying to push in here, and green actually rebuilt the town center where there used to be one. And that's actually pretty smart from blue to push in that side, because all of the army was on the other side from green, and it's going to have to run all the way back. But blue will get in time. Only thing is Cavalier versus Cavalier. Let's look at the upgrades. Better upgrades for QE. Green still has no attack upgrades on his Cavalier and only +1 defense. Cavalier are a bit stuck here with the villagers. He needs to attack. I don't know why he wasn't attacking the villagers over there. He's going back. He's going back. And yeah, so we're going to see a fight between all of the players here. I think we're going to check over here, see if green is keeping damage. Yeah, it seems like he's going for the kill against purple here. Seems to be pushing into his base. See some organ guns coming out. Organ guns, not the strongest unit. Blue here, QE taking a decent fight here versus Cavalier from green, since he had more upgrades on his units. And now he even got close to these conquistadors. They are elite conquistadors. But I think blue should have the numbers, saying that there are a bit of reinforcements coming in here from the top end sides. And if blue doesn't send enough reinforcements, he could lose here. Yeah, he doesn't have Paladin, but I don't know if tacking into Paladin is that worth it in a free-for-all. I mean, Paladin are really strong, but you don't have a lot of gold on this map, and Paladin upgrade is really, really expensive. So I think you should prioritize in getting all of the upgrades for your trash units, and of course the strong units like Onagers. They are always an important unit to tag into. Let's look over here. Yeah, we see some fight here between the players. Looks like yellow, sorry, took out town center from red, and Smarty is trying to kill the castle, which is going to work here. One more shot, and there we go. The yellow's castle will go down, and yellow going for the, how are they called again? Magyar Hussars. Magyar Hussars who do not get cost gold, so that's really important on a map with not a lot of gold like this one. Green, walling behind, smart of him to wall behind and protect his economy. Let's look over here how Orange is doing. Orange, 100 villagers, 30 military. He is pushing in versus Manu here, who is still in the castle age, so he cannot defend versus his trebuchets. Manu using a transport to get across here, taking this gold, which fortunately didn't spawn too well for him. And he's trying to take this relic, but it's protected by nature there with the hills and the forests. Green, seems like green eventually won here. Don't think blue got inside. No, blue is now focusing on the other side here, trying to take out the castle with units of forts. Okay, now we need to check what units the players are going for. Like we said, not a lot of gold on this map, so attacking into Paladin, not a good idea in my opinion. You need to attack into your siege, like Onager and Siege Onager, Siege Ram if you have it. Of course, get all the upgrades for helps. I think helps will be important since they are the unit you see the players spam to the middle the most. And you can see Orange here attacking into all his trash units first. Still has Knights, didn't go for any upgrades on the Knights. And he's just getting Elite Skirmisher. Halberdier coming in for Smarty. Looks like she has some Slingers and some Elite Eagle Warriors. I don't know if I like the Elite Eagle Warrior choice, since we said many times not a lot of gold here. And attacking into Elite Eagle. Don't know if that's a good idea in the long run. Shh, Saracens don't get Cavalier. Nobody knows that. Blue going for another castle. 3 castles for Blue. Getting the pikeman upgrade now. Get some more upgrades, as you can see, plus 4. Only 1 relic. Actually, Manu lost 2 of his relics. And what? Kiwi resigning? Kiwi Mullet Boy just resigned. Why is that? Did something happen in the chat? I have no idea what happened there, but Kiwi Mullet Boy just resigned, and on the other side, not looking too good for Manu as well, so he might die as well. And then there should only be 3 players remaining. Yeah, I have no idea what Kiwi resigned. Project Belgium, have you seen the ESL brackets? No, I have not. I did see the brackets were being made, but when I looked at it, there were still no names attached to the brackets. Or maybe look into that between the games. So yeah, I think... Yes. To ask Kiwi after the game why he left here. But with Kiwi leaving, I think Green has really big opportunity to win the game here. Like, Manu is going to get destroyed, and then Orange, Red and Yellow, in my opinion, have to work together versus Green. But I don't know if Red and Yellow are going to do that. It seems like they turned into a bit of a stalemate here. Sorry for that. I had to talk to somebody. So yeah, like I said, Green looking really strong here, even walling in the middle. And yeah, the other players should be talking to each other. So Red should be talking to Yellow to ask for the truce. And then they should like 3v1 Green here. But saying that, of course, Yellow and Red, they don't know what's happening on the other side, and they see that Orange's score is really high, so maybe they are thinking that Orange is the best player here. Cool. Okay. The players did say that after you left, the lag got a lot better. Like Panda here say, Kiwi leaves lag on. Feels bad. Oh, now Manu's saying there's still plenty of lag. But yeah, it seems like Manu is getting totally destroyed. He is transporting over villagers. This one will never get killed, and he is trying to go to the left hand side here, but look at that, Orange, no mercy on him, and Orange is following Manu. He wants to completely take him out of the game. Oh, you were FP to Panda. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Now Yellow here, seems like he's going to kill you. Seems like he's going to go after you, and that could maybe be good for him if he can secure a wood line. Since, like we said, Yellow has no wood line available to him. Orange, look at this. Orange is in the middle with all these skirmishers, and green is walling it up. So green is actually going to wall in all these skirmishers if orange doesn't kill the villager over there. Yellow, I think, is just going to kill blue's houses here just so he has more space to go towards, since on the left hand side here he's getting pretty pushed back by Smarty here. And we have some relics from Manu. Yeah, like you said, orange was the only one without relics. I think Manu had 4 relics, so orange should really prioritize on getting those, and I think that's what this monk is going to do. Okay, let's see. Still has 1 town center over here. Looks like orange did not find that, and Manu is still on 10 villagers and 17 population. So, being orange here, I would talk to the other players and saying like, hey, you should go to the middle. Green is trying to wall it up. I think green is also looking really strong. Orange trying to get in and raid, but of course there's a second layer of wall behind here. And green actually made even more town centers. I think he has like 5 right now. Well, no, he lost some. Smarty going with the first halberdiers, but it's full skirmisher here, and halberdiers will die versus all these skirmishers from orange. Why don't they play the objective? Well, like at the moment they're still at 112 years, and a lot of times they just try to take out 1 or 2 players. Like if you can kill your neighbor, you're probably more secure. Your own base is more secure, and you can also take the resources of your neighbor. Like as you can see here, orange is taking the gold, and orange should be collecting the relics that Manu had. So Manu had 4 relics, so orange can collect those if he wants to. And actually the monks are going all the way around to collect these 2 relics instead of collecting these 2. And like after 1 or 2 players got taken out, then the players start to go for the middle. So like I said, look at yellow here. He's going to take over QB's base. He finally found some wood here. Finally found a wood line he can take, and he's also going to steal the farmers from blue. And asking if he can keep his relics. And Smarty saying, fuck no, that's why I'm killing you. So Smarty seems to be killing yellow to get 2 relics. And yeah, who do you favor? Like Incas, Elite Eagles, with gold, like I said. Zealotry coming in for orange, and he's going with heavy camel. So skirmishers mixed in with heavy camel. I like the decision. He had a lot of full production buildings from him. He's making so many production buildings. And he should also like wall in front of this gate, because green can still run inside here. And hussars versus skirmishers and hand cannons. Hussars should win, but they're just too much numbers here. Also, orange is not making a gate, so how is he going to send more units inside if there isn't a gate here? See, stone wall behind from green.
Yes.
69 years. 69 years. But like I said, the problem for orange might be to get units inside of the middle, because he won't completely well. Okay, there we go. Now finally making a gate. Just change to somebody else's point of view so we don't hear the attack notification the entire time. Of course they don't get help, but like the reason with the help is because they counter the hussars. Like a lot of players are always spamming the hussars to the middle, and that's why you want to make halberdiers. But yeah, he He has the camels to deal with the hussars. He has the skirmishers to deal with the opponent's helps. Really good for Orange here. 47 years. 47 years. Of course, Manu cannot help out because he has no economy. Kiwi is already gone. Red needs to come over here, and Yellow needs to help as well. Now they need a 3v1 here. They need to 3v1, but with the walls. Green needs to delete the walls. Green needs to delete his walls here. Red and Yellow need to X. Green needs to delete the walls so these elite mega resource can get inside. But saying that, Orange is going to be a nice guy and is going to open the gates for Yellow. So Yellow, because all of the elite megas could get inside, but I'm afraid it's not going to be in time here. I'm really afraid that Orange has the game here. Yeah, there we go. Panda saying green your walls, delete the walls. Gate behind the gate.
Yes.
Delete. Delete. Okay, there we go. Deleting here on this hand side. But good quick walls trying here. Look at that. Quick walls from Orange. But yeah, look at that. 27 years. And there's nothing that can stop it. Speed it up a bit because there's no armies coming in. There we go. Smart is sending over some halberdiers, some hussars, but there's just so many units here from Orange. Look at how many units he is. More than 40. I can't even select all of them. He is going to win here. Yeah, nobody's coming even close. GG, well played from Orange. Like, Green was looking so strong early on, but Orange just focused on killing the person next to him and then going to the middle. You see some red in the bottom left corner. We'll check that out after the game ended here. 2 more years, 1 more years, and there we go. GG. Well played, Orange. Oh, there's actually Smarty going out for woods. But yeah, a lot of forward production buildings. And yeah, Green. The walls actually helped Orange there. Red and Yellow not being able to help out there. So well played to Dark Age. Let's check the achievements quickly. We see he clearly had, look at that kill death ratio from him. 430 kills to 255 deaths and also 107 military counts. And yeah, look at the other players. Largest army, 50, 50, 74 for Smarty. Smarty actually doing really well there. Yeah, also most gold. Did have some extra gold after he killed the person next to him there.